Hey guys, this is my next video. It's going to be on what piercings and tattoos I have. I've been asked many times what piercings and tattoos I have, like how many I have, all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd make a video on it because that way it's easier than telling people over and over and over what I've got done. So I will show a video, well, I'm making this video to show people. And yeah, I've recorded it many times. Probably about 5 or 6 times, but just after recording them, but before I've got around to editing and uploading them, I've got new piercings or new tattoos or something. So I'm making this video now because I don't plan on getting anything for a little while until my most recent ones have healed. But that probably won't be true. I probably will end up getting other stuff. I know me, I don't trust myself not to, but yeah, so I will start with my piercings, and I have a couple that have rejected, so I will show you them, and I do plan on getting those redone. I will show you them in order of when I got them done, because then that kind of makes more sense. Yeah, so I have 17 piercings, and yeah, I started where most people start with their piercing collection, with just the standard lobe piercings. With this one, just standard. And then in this ear, it's stretched up to an 8mm, which is also a 0 gauge. So yeah, that's that ear. That's those first ones. The second one I got is this one. Second lobe in my left ear. Pretty straightforward, the same as the first ones, just obviously a bit higher up. None of them hurt at all, they just felt like a bit of a pinch. Actually, I didn't even feel the first ones going through at all. And actually the second one did hurt a bit, but that's only because I got it done by a gun rather than by hand. And it hurts so much more done by a gun, and there are so many more problems that you can encounter. So if you're planning on getting anything done, I recommend getting it done by a proper piercer, by hand, not with a gun. The next one, I got another 2. I got 2 at the same time, which is this one here, so third lobe in my left ear, and I also got this one done, which is a helix / cartilage piercing, depending on what you want to call it. After that, I got another, just one piercing, which is my 4th lobe. Is my 4th one on this ear, so it's kind of where the lobe and the cartilage meet, so I don't know quite what you'd call that. Still probably a helix, I'd imagine. It was last April, so April 2014. I got my septum, and I know that things don't match. It was a black horseshoe, but the paint peeled off except for on one ball. So I don't quite know why, but I'm going around with an odd septum. Yeah, there's that. And it pierces, it doesn't pierce through the hard bit of your nose, it's a small soft bit, so it doesn't hurt at all. But I didn't cry, but it made me really need to sneeze. So my eyes were watering like I was crying, but I actually wasn't. But yeah, I just needed to sneeze so bad, but apparently from other people I know that have got theirs done, that they also needed to sneeze when getting it done, so it's cool. I'm just, you know, like most other people. The next, at the same time as my septum, I got my industrial done, which goes across there, like through the ear, mixed, like, yeah. So it's an industrial one, and I've got a little cool thing in it, and that didn't really hurt. It hurt more than my septum did, but that's just because it's going through 2 different parts in a close proximity, so yeah. After that, it was September 2014. It was my 18th birthday, so I thought I would treat myself to, you know, some nice piercings. And that's also when I got my first tattoo that I bought for myself as well. But on the thing of piercings, I got my belly button pierced, which is one of the ones that's rejected. If I remember, I will put a photo of it in this video at some point. if I can remember, but for now I have a nice little scar. But yeah, I'll get that redone. And at the same time, I also got both of my nipples pierced, but for obvious reasons I'm not going to be showing that in this video. But all three are pretty straightforward piercings. You know, they're a bit more sensitive and tender than like lobe piercings, but really that's what's expected. And obviously because of the placement, especially the nipple ones, they need to be cleaned and looked after a lot more. So yeah. After that, got my next three, once again, three in the same time, and that was at the end of September, so literally 2 weeks after my other three. I got my snake bites, which are these two. Double lip is like this, it's called snake bites. And yeah, they're fine. And I also got my second lobe in my right ear, because I wasn't going to get a second lobe. Hey ho, I changed my mind. But yeah, my snake bites, they didn't hurt at all. It was a bit hard for a while to talk and eat properly, but talking, there was a problem with that for probably like 2 or 3 hours. It was just eating, you had to be careful not to catch it, but really they healed fine and they're completely fine. And so there was that, and then I got another 3 piercings done, but this was the next next March, so still like just under 6 months. But yeah, I'll show you, I got my Dathan first, but I'll show you my tragus first, because it's easier to get to. That's just this little flappy bit of ear there, you can see the little spike in it, and that didn't really hurt at all. And then I also got my Daith, which you can see is the heart-shaped bit, and I'm assuming you can see it. I can't really tell because I can't see my camera while showing you this. But yeah, it's a heart-shaped one, and that didn't hurt at all. But the only thing is because of the shape of the jewellery, it was quite hard to put it in because you have to bend it into shape to fit it in. So yeah, I just warn people that the heart one is completely fine. It's just a lot harder than a normal ring. And the other one I got, I'll show you this, is I got a dermal in a cleavage dermal, it just after, and oh, I love this one. It's my favourite one, and everyone thinks that dermals are horrible and difficult and stuff, but really I had no problem with it. It didn't bleed, it didn't hurt, it didn't scab up or get infected or anything. It is completely fine. It healed. On the outside, I'd say it would have healed within a week, but because it goes into the skin, I just said there was no pain or anything after about 3 weeks. It's probably my favourite of all my piercings. And then after that, it was just under 6 months before I got my latest piercings, and I got just 2 this time, and one of these is the one that's rejected, but I got my collarbones pierced, and I will put a picture in of them. But is that, it looks a bit red, but that's just because I was scratching it. I was scratching my collarbone and caught the piercing almost. But is that one, and there's this one here which is just scabbing up, and it's gonna scar, but in a couple of months I'm going to be able to get it redone. So I'm really looking forward to getting that done so I can be matching again, because now I'm just, you know, half odd. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for all my piercings. And next I'll go into tattoos. Obviously that kind of makes sense to go into tattoos. Okay, first tattoo I got done on my 18th birthday. Let's hold my wristbands out of the way. I don't even know how to get this in the camera. There. Oh, it's gone really, really pale. That's my first one. And it's the Let Go Star from Avril Lavigne's album. Obviously, Let Go. It was her first tattoo as well, and I've been a fan of Avril Lavigne since I was about 5. So that was a long time ago. I'm obviously a lot older than 5 now, but I still love that. And no, I do not regret that. Even though it was my first tattoo, it was over a year ago. There's no way that I regret that tattoo. I don't regret any of them, but for anyone that's watching that thinks I might regret any of my piercings or tattoos, no, I don't. None of them at all. And then so the next ones I got, I'm gonna have to take this off my arm. I got 2 done at the same time. I'm gonna cover these up just so I can show you this one. This one here, the cat and the skull, I got done. That was a Friday 13th deal, so I got it for £13, which I'm really impressed with. It's fading a bit down by the teeth, but you know, I can get that redone at some point, but still, I love it. I don't even care. And that was, it got done in February. And I also got this done here, which is a little heart, and that was also a Friday 13th deal for £13. And it just, the reason it was a Friday 13th deal was it kind of looks like it's carved out of my skin, because that's the way I fancied it to be designed. And then so after that I got my biggest tattoo, and it was another 2 at the same time. So yeah, it's down my side is the first part, and then I've got a little bit on my hip bone as well. So yeah, I will show you that. Bear with me. Yeah, don't mind me wearing my pyjamas. It says, I know the difference between myself and my reflection. I just can't help but to wonder, which of us do you love? And then underneath is a shattered heart thing. And yeah, the lyrics from Evanescence's song Breathe No More. Yeah, I love that song. And yeah, I designed it myself. I drew all the shattered heart, and I got all the font and designed how I wanted it to be laid out and stuff. And yeah, I love that one. And honestly, it was the 3rd line down that hurt the most, which was a bit, it's not even on the bone. So yeah, I'm just one of those weird people. And then there's this one, which I also got done at the same time, which you might have seen. It says Gone with Summer. And they're lyrics from the Hype Theory song Gone. And I used the font that they use for the lyric video and the single font kind of thing. But it's just thinned down so I can get all the detail in it. And I designed this bit here myself as well. It's a dark cloud covering up the sun, which again links in with the lyrics Gone with Summer. So yeah, they didn't really hurt. I love them so much, I don't even care. They're amazing, and they're amazing lyrics as well. And then next I have another one, which was probably my most painful tattoo, and it's this one. If I can't show you it. Let it go. And the camera's picking it up a lot darker than it actually is. But it's lips, and it's actually my great aunt's lips, because she used to leave lipstick kisses up everywhere. You know, you'd never be able to see her without getting at least one lipstick kiss on your cheek or something. But so yeah, she passed away about 3.5 years ago, and she's still, even now, as important to me as she was, you know, the day she died. So I got that in her memory, just, you know, there's that, and underneath says Lindsay, which is her name obviously, and it's actually in her writing. It was taken from a letter that she wrote to me ages ago. So there's that. That's it. It was the lips that hurt the most, and that's because each part probably had at least 3 or 4 layers of tattooing, all done in one go. Hence why it hurt the most. And even then, it didn't really hurt that much. And lastly, I'll show you these 3, which were all done recently. They were done on Halloween. So I got a deal off of them. I don't know individual prices, but I know how much it came to in total. There's this one, which was the first one that was done, that's Stay Weird. And obviously, I'm weird. So, yeah, I thought I'd get that done. I'm weird, it reflects me through the tattoo. So why not? No, I really liked the design as well, and the font, you know. And this, I got a bat. I love bats. They're probably one of my favourite animals. Like, I don't really say I have a favourite animal, but I do love bats. And you got the little fangs, and it's quite a dark, but it's a dark grey rather than a black, so you can see all the black detailing. It's got the purple haze behind it, which I was like, you know, I love black and purple, and I love bats, so that's a really cool design. I don't know what my hand is awkwardly doing here, but it's somewhere to put it. And then this is the last one, which is 13. It's got the little swiggle and blood drop kind of thing, and it's black and red. And basically, I got that tattoo because my lucky number is 13. I'm a Friday 13th baby, you know, all that kind of stuff. I just really love the number 13, and more than that, I really love that design. Like, I know I wanted a 13 tattoo at some point, but I saw that design and I was like, you know, I'm going to have to get that done. I really want that done. So, yeah, I did. I was going to put this on, but then I wanted to show you guys something. But yeah, so they don't really hurt. It was the 13 was the last one done of the 3, so that hurt a bit more because the area was sensitive due to already being tattooed on. But really, they didn't hurt. You know, a bit of a sting. And with it was the Stay Weird, and it got towards the S and the W part. There's the tendons underneath that made my hand flinch, so, you know, other than that, it's cool. But with these, because I've got these 4, I'm going to come up with some kind of half sleeve design with probably little spider webs connecting them and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, but I'm going to get them all done with like Friday 13th and Halloween deals, because that way it's doing it separate. I prefer the idea of that, because to me, I don't know, it's just more like there's going to be more memories to it rather than getting it all done in one go. That's my opinion, and you can have different parts to it that mean different things. So yeah, there's that. I have so many more tattoos that I want. I don't know when I'm going to get any done. Probably not until like the new year, but I don't know. I haven't decided what ones I'm going to get done when, and also where to. In case you hadn't realised, I kind of split my body in half with the tattoos I'm getting. So my left side is music related, and my right side is basically just everything else. So yeah, that's my idea behind my tattoos. So yeah, and with my piercings, I want so many more. Like, I want to work all the way around this ear. Probably going to get my tragus and daith done in that ear as well. I want my rook done, and like some of the crunches, which are just basically through here, so it just goes all the way through the cartilage in the middle of the ear. Probably on this side as well, I want to get my inverse cartilage, inverse tragus, which sort of will go in here, and it's a surface piercing, so it'll be the 2 balls through there. Yeah, that's about all I know. I don't know if I'm going to see the size or not, but for now I will. And then I've got my second labia. I've not decided if I'm going to stretch that either, so we will have to wait and see. I do at some point want to get shark bites, which are basically 2 of these, so another 2 there. So double what I've got in my lips. I'm still really tempted to get my nose pierced, but I don't know about that just yet. Obviously I'm going to get the ones that rejected re-pierced. No, I did say. And also I want my hip dermals done. I want an anti-navel, which is rather than going through the top part of your belly button, it goes through the bottom part. So I want that as well as my belly button done. With hip dermals, I just suddenly realised I started saying about them and then forgot. I want 2 in each hip. So one dermal at the top, one at the bottom, but I prefer the way they look as dermals rather than surface piercings. Yeah, there's that. And also with my collarbones, I want to get 3 each side, but I'm going to leave that for a while, probably for a few years, until I get my next ones in my collarbones, just because I'm happy with the way they look for now. Yeah, I think that's it. And I will see you in my next video. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do next. And yeah, I'm really sorry about the delay in videos. So please leave any comments with questions or telling me what piercings you have or that you want to get. On the same with tattoos as well. So yeah, I have 17 piercings. 17 piercings and 9 tattoos. So yeah, only a few, but yeah, just let me know, subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and give me other video suggestions. I mean, I do have some ideas for my 25 subscriber video, but if you have any ones that you'd prefer to see, just let me know. Anyway, I'm rambling, I will go now, and yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!